called 11th and Denver. I see them almost every day. I am sitting, waiting patiently for the light to change, part of that somnambulant crawl towards home and all the comfort of familiar furniture, walls stained with memory's persistent nudge. The two lounge purposefully, languid and watchful, deceptively casual. A teenage boy in sagging jeans and his curbside companion. The boy has a hard face. Clouds of youth are gathered shadows beneath the struggling light of his concrete gray eyes. He darts into the traffic, eyeing each car suspiciously. He then stops abruptly beside a white Buick, draping himself over the rolled down window, leaning forward as if he might impale himself on the beckoning finger of the driver. The boy's companion waits in the parking lot of the stone-faced Alden near a rusted sign that says, "Parking reserved for tenants." Shoulders slumped forward from his perch on a blue bike, his head droops lower and lower as if he's fighting to stay awake. The stringy hair that sprouts from beneath his greasy baseball cap is dipping and curtsying to the camouflage collar of his jacket. It travels down towards his crooked back, his whole body attempting to fold into itself, to block out the slow November drizzle that is now sparkling the oil stains on the downtown streets. The boy conquers small puddles as he dashes back through the thick clumps of traffic to hand him a wad of folded bills. He makes only the slightest movement to acknowledge the transaction. Any more animate behavior might shatter the delicate balance of the world of secrets and small gestures they inhabit. With a dismissive wave, he sends the boy back out again into the avenue of idling beasts where the anonymous sit, dull and aching as a tooth, waiting to have their souls drilled down into a negligent oblivion. And this is called Pestilence Comes and Pestilence Goes. Everyone knows that pestilence comes and pestilence goes. There's no point in drawing the line between where rejection ends and you begin, because even the unwanted have a role to play. It was old Egypt at Sarah's house, with yellow jackets, fleas, and rats as the stars, a biblical drama that ended with the Orkin man spraying his wisdom with a grin. But everyone knows that pestilence comes and pestilence goes. Slouching under bad toupees and imitation leather chairs and rundown bars, the flies hang their heads low, cheap whiskey dribbling down their chins, because even the unwanted have a role to play. What is left unsaid burrows deep, tunneling the red swollen of scars. It's the malcontent infestation of heart Dostoevsky called a sin. But everyone knows that pestilence comes and pestilence goes. Grace is devoured on this broken boulevard by the slow trawling cars, the well-traveled souls auctioning their company above the cacophonous din, because even the unwanted have a role to play. Lay out your stories in dust and decay played on slightly out of tune guitars. This is one indelicate truth that swarms and plagues again. Everyone knows that pestilence comes and pestilence goes, and even the unwanted have a role to play. I keep the Sabbath sacred by sleeping in. There's more truth to be discovered in the mangled logic and murky flow of my dreams than in the hard back pews and lacquered pulpits reflecting sinners' remorse dressed in the high gloss polish. I am supplicant to my own Sunday procession. Around noon, I rise and drive to the gas station on the corner. I buy a paper. A waste of words, knowing I'll discard everything but the crossword and the sales flyers. This morning there is a girl sitting cross-legged. Indian style, we called it in school, scolded into silence on the knobby, hard beige carpet. She is perched in resolute thought on the trunk of her weary brown Chevy tank, veteran of 70s excess. One red scarred knee pokes through the hole in her jeans, whose frayed ends cascade stringy streams of denim down towards the tips of her chipped pink polished toenails. And her blue cowboy shirt with pearlized snaps and applique flowers is the same sighing blue of the Oklahoma summer day. She is perfectly still, except for her muddy green eyes that jump and dart, seeing everything. I am aware of the cool hardness of coins pressing into my sweaty palms when an old black woman, ancient as Sunday sacrifice, hobbles bent back towards her car, her cherry-tinted shrift of a dress, bows in reverence for the wedding cake confection hat perched on her head. Peppermint swirls of fabric pirouette and dip in chiffon flamboyance. It soars in exuberant rebellion against her coarse gray curls and story-etched face. She pauses a moment in her two-step shuffle to penetrate the girl with her black pinprick eyes. They are slick stones polished by tragedy, shaped by erosions of loss, their smooth surface mirroring every horror. Each time her delight was wrenched from her thin arms, she wags her drooping head from side to side. And as I pull the paper from its finger-smudged glass box, I hear her mumbling softly,